its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to the 2-Minute Warning, a sports talk platform that will examine current issues in the world of sports, the athletes, and the communities they impact. With your host, former NFL star Benny Blades. Benny will be speaking with both current and former athletes, asking the questions about the lessons they've learned on their journey and how they impact the community. Call into the show now at 888-565-1470. Mr. Blades, are you ready?
And welcome.
Thank you. And tonight I'm talking to former Miami Dolphin Jeff Cross and Mark Heeds tonight. I just want to get their intake on how the draft went for the Miami Dolphins and just how it went personally for them in their time in the National Football League. So I'm be picking their minds and their brains to find out exactly for you Dolphin fans how these guys feel about, how things have gone for them. Jeff, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Jeff, how you doing, big fella?
I'm doing well, brother. Just trying to make the most of lockdown.
Yeah, look, I feel you on that note right there. Let's just jump right into it. You watched the draft from a former player's perspective. How did you think the Dolphins did in the draft?
First of all, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed it. I think that I speak for a lot of people. They probably won't ever do this again, but the format, I loved it. I actually watched just about every single pick. I watched the entire draft for the first time ever. So I enjoyed it. I would give the Dolphins. I like their draft. I'd rate them about a B+.
About a B. Oh, so you think Tua? What's his name? Tua belong. I'm not getting to know that name. I live here in South Florida. Do you think he's what the Dolphins really needed?
There was. I personally went through a time where I questioned his durability. When you compare him to the kid from Oregon, kid from Oregon's 6'6", 250 pounds, but at the end of the day, Tua has the best passer rating in college football, and that includes he's got a better passer rating than Joe Burrow, who threw 60 touchdown passes. So I think the Dolphins, and I agree with them, that we're gonna his talent and his ability, what he showed, outweighs the risk. So I'm very good with the pick.
That's wonderful because I tell people all the time. People always try to. I mean, you both playing, and injuries are part of the game. And when people who are naysayers, a year ago, if Tua was to come out, he'll probably be the first pick in the draft. So I'm like you. That's a smart pick for the Dolphins, and I think down the road he's going to be, in my opinion, probably the next franchise quarterback you guys have had in a long time. But before we go to commercial break, Big Dog, I just want to find out and let the people know. Give me some of your funniest moments that you had in NFL.
When I think back, the games that we played against Buffalo, playoff games, the biggest, probably the best and the most disappointing moment, and I would say in my career, came in the same day. And, here we are, we're sitting, we got a home championship game to see who goes to the Super Bowl against Buffalo. You couldn't ask to be sitting in a better spot. And, and we let them, and we let them beat us. You couldn't ask for more than to have a home championship game to go to the big dance. And as I remember, the playoff game, we beat San Diego 31-0. So anytime you beat a team 31-0 in a playoff game, you can bet your next game the fans are going to show up. And you know how when you go out to practice, the players go out in the pregame and individually they run around and warm up. I remember going out for that game, and the stands were full already. You can, and here we are talking probably an hour and a half before the game, and the stands are full already, and you could just feel the energy. It was extremely exciting, and I think about it. I go through that every time I sit down and every year the Super Bowl, I sit back and think about what could have been.
Jeff, I laugh when I tell people all the time. People think when you get to the National Football League, it's just a shoo-in that you're going to make the Super Bowl. I mean, I remember that 1991 season, we thumped the Dallas Cowboys. We came back the next year, the Dallas Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls in a row, and we were barely scratching to make the playoffs. So, look, I mean, I know how that feeling goes. I mean, you want to be in the playoffs every year, but that's not how this game is made. So, these rookies coming in and enjoy the time that they have in the National Football League, because me and you both know there's more to life than the game itself. So tell the people what you're doing now, now that the football is over with for yourself.
I'm in the insurance business. I've been in the health insurance business. I'm in health insurance sales, and I've been in that business for, probably almost 20 years or so. I mean, I can't complain. It's a decent living. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for almost 20 years.
Okay. Now, but before I bring on who I affectionately consider your little brother, Mark Higgs.
Yes, he is.
Story. Give me a Mark Higgs story real quick that the people don't know about Mark.
First of all, he's the tightest. He's the tightest guy you'll ever come across. His place is always spotless. But I tell you, I feel like Mark is not only a former teammate, but I consider him my closest friend. Mark is one of these rare guys in life that is always in a good mood. Doesn't have anything bad to say about anybody, and he's just got a positive outlook. I actually met Mark and I'm sure you wouldn't remember this because y'all were going to bowl games. I met Mark back at the Blue-Gray game back in the day, and we've been before he was a teammate, and we've been friends ever since. And one of the things that he and I talk very regularly about is we talk about the Dolphins. We both played the Southeast Conference, so we talk about that every time we talk. I speak to Mark about every other day, and most of that's about football. We talk about Mark and I both, we go to almost every game, and we spend a lot of time just talking about the state of the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the camaraderie shift that people don't know that former football players have, and you miss that. And to have somebody like Mark, who is special to you, that you can bounce things off of, you can go and hang out. You have the same kind of aches and pains, and so
Absolutely.
What each other's going through. That's rare. People seem to think that once you leave the National Football League, that all 53 guys in the locker room are going to be buddies for life. But that's not how it is. I mean, it's a business.
Let me say this, Benny. Probably the first couple of minutes we talk about are the aches and pains.
Yeah.
And what we're doing for it, and then the rest is football.
Oh yeah, because people don't realize. I tell people all the time, man. Back when we played, Jeff. I mean, you get a Toradol shot, and the doctor say, "Okay, you're good. Go play."
Yep.
Now I used to laugh with my son when he played for the Redskins. He messed up his finger, Jeff, and he had to sit out 4 weeks. I said, why don't you just tape it to the next finger and go and play? He said, Dad, this ain't the 60s no more. We don't do that anymore. So, I mean,
we talk about, you know, once you get our age, call it mid-50s, everybody's got to make some pains. If anyone that played the game as long as we have, everybody's got to make some pains, you know, whether it's your hip, your knee, your back. And unfortunately, a lot of us, your head, you got cognitive issues. So yeah, I can honestly say the first probably 10 minutes we talk, that's what we're talking about. Then we kind of ease into, college. And one thing that we like, Mike and I, is we watch a lot of Southeast Conference football. So yeah, this is actually a pretty exciting time of year, the draft.
Well, I tell you what, okay. Since you guys both like that Southeastern Conference, out of your two Southeast Conference teams, who won last year, Missouri or Kentucky?
You know, when we first got in the conference, we owned Kentucky. And I think that they've actually won the last three. But trust me, they've been some painful losses. Painful.
I know. And Higgins been rubbing your face in it every time, isn't he?
Yes, he has. As a matter of fact, I believe Kentucky was a team that we had the best record in the conference against, and we're in the same division, so we play them every year. And they've won the last three, and last year, not just 2018, they won on the last. So I invite Mark over for the game, and have a buddy of mine. We cook, we have barbecue, everything's nice and good, and I'm expecting this to be. Missouri had a pretty good team, pretty good squad, and I'm expecting to beat them by at least 2 touchdowns. And they beat us on the last play of the game. And if you've ever lost any game on the last play of the game, that's a tough one to swallow.
Are you really? The University of Miami has
the last play of the game.
So I know about losing on the last play of the game, but it was a pleasure talking to you, Jeff. I'll be seeing you around whenever this coronavirus is over with, my brother. It's a pleasure. I have to go to commercial break right now, but peace to you.
Got it.
And
love to come back on anytime. You got it, brother.
All righty. We'll be back after commercial break.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T Dry Cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Hello, I'm Michael Nathanson with the Nathanson Brothers Real Estate Team.
And I'm your mortgage man, Dan Nathanson with People's Home Equity Mortgage. And together we have over 30 years combined experience serving the South Florida market. And our team, systems, and service can help make the home buying and selling process quick, easy, profitable, and fun, all in a genuinely caring environment.
Yes, we are here to help. So, if you want to avoid the 3 deadly mistakes during the home buying and selling process, you need to call us today.
And if you have a mortgage interest rate right now above 4%, give me a call because this is a great opportunity to bring that rate down.
Okay. Yes, so again, we are here to help. To call Dan about a mortgage, call at 561-948-1591.
And if you'd like to get some help real estate-wise, call my brother Michael at 561-948-1592.
Yes, so we want to help you, your friends, your family members, and coworkers be sold by the pros.
Welcome back to the studios of the 2 Minute Warning with your host, Benny Blades. Mr. Blades, are you ready?
I am back. Welcome back to the 2-minute warning with your host. I am Benny Blades. And I have on the line now Mr. Mark Higgs. How you doing, Higgy?
Not sure if Higgy's
Higgy, are
back
you
on
there?
yet. We're going to wait and see if is he there?
No, he's not there yet.
He's not
He's
there
not
yet.
on the phone.
All right, so he's not there. So, Benny, nice interview on that. How's it feel?
It's something I got to get used to.
But I'm going to tell you, Benny, you're doing a great job. And we just sat back and enjoyed the show. And I'm going to tell you, that's what I wanted to see when you were going to do this show, talking to an NFLer. That was fantastic. Nice job, nice job. I applaud that. Very nice job.
Well, thank you.
Well, while we're waiting for Mark to join us, we spoke with you last week before the draft. What are some of your feelings about what happened?
We've got Mark.
Look, Don, I'm going to be the first one to tell Freddie that he was right. The draft played out exactly the way he said it would play out. Me being a GM for the last show, I got an F because nothing fell the way I thought it would fall. I'm happy with Detroit's pick because now Detroit got the top corner in the draft, but I thought they could have still moved down a couple of slots and got it a little later.
You're right about that. And he's a mini Benny Blades, what they drafted. He's like your little brother.
And Mark is on the line.
And Mark is on the line. Okay, Benny, Mark is on the line. Why don't you take it from here, buddy?
All righty. Hey, my buddy, my man, the little one. What's going on, Higgins?
Benny, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Boy, I'm wonderful. Look, before we get into this right here, let's just put this funny story out there. Tell the people your funny story of me and you meeting on the football field.
Hey, well, we was playing in Detroit in the Dome, and man, I was trying to outrush Barry Sanders that day, and if it wasn't for Benny, I would have. Benny caught me in open field. I was throwing the move, and I said, "Oh shoot!" I didn't know he could move that good. He's big. I said he's a big guy, so I'm gonna juke him. I thought he was like Louis Oliver, but he could move laterally. Louis couldn't move laterally, you know. Louis was a big hitter, but he couldn't. You could sidestep him, but Benny, you couldn't sidestep Benny. so yeah, you caught me good, big guy. You caught me good.
Every time Detroit made me a bone-crushing video of all my hits, and every time I get to that point, I say, I sure hope he can forgive me for being so physical because that was part of my game. I'm sorry, my brother, but
hey,
my brother tell everybody I took the
Hey, don't feel bad.
So I'm just glad you're on the show, my brother. Glad you came on.
When your other teammates got me, Cortez Kennedy, I was on his highlight film when he was in the going into the Hall of Fame.
Like,
see, well, nobody else.
At least you made the highlight. Not in a good way, but you made the highlight, my brother.
Yeah, I can say I'm in the Hall of Fame. Somebody's
you can say you made it. You can say you made it.
Yeah, somebody's highlight. It's one way to get there.
I was talking to Jeff earlier, about the Dolphins pick. We were talking about Tua, him being, in my opinion, a great acquisition for the Dolphins. How do you feel about that whole, because you're an offensive guy. I mean, because the quarterback needs to set the tone, right?
Yes. The thing about the Dolphins, I like the way they drafted the linemen, the three big linemen. I would love to run behind them because they build an outside in, inside out. I mean, they start inside out. So that what they doing, they getting the base, they getting their D linemen, they getting their offensive linemen, and that's how like the Giants used to do with Parcells, and that's how Belichick does. So, and that's how you sustain a long time because you got that base, you got the linemen. So then you can put pretty much any running back or quarterback back there. So, but I mean, on Tua, I mean, the problem with him, he's been damaged. I mean, in college, he had 2 ankles and then that hip. So he's going to need a lot of protection, because you know as well as I know, you take a lot of hits, and he's not that big. I took a lot of hits in football, so he's going to feel it, And so I just hope they can protect him, and he get that ball out of his hand quick.
Yeah, my whole thing is I kind of look at Tua, and I tell people all the time, if Tua came out last year, he would have been the first pick in the draft. I know he gets a lot of injuries, but the thing is, that young kid is gonna have to learn, and I'm sure, Flores and the rest of the people down at the Dolphins are gonna let him know, don't take them shots that you took in college. If you have to take 2 yards and get out of bounds, that's what you do. You have to play another day. But, to me, you guys have got, like I told Jeff, you got the franchise quarterback of your future. Because if you can take, what's the bearded one, that's if you can win with him, he's about 100 years old now.
He just knows how to play.
I think he can win with a young Tua.
Oh yeah, the key is that offensive line, man. This year they drafted 3 of them. They gelled together, and over the course of the years, they're gonna be strong. Reggie McKenzie, he's like I guess he's one of the scouts, and he did the same thing when he was the GM for the Raiders. He put together a nice offensive line.
Yeah, that's you said it right, and does it make you want to come out of retirement, play behind them boys with them big wide butts?
Hey, especially that one they drafted at guard from Georgia. He's about 340 pounds.
Man,
I push him for 5 yards. Give me 5 yards.
30-something pounds.
Hey, I love to run behind him. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the key, though. Get that line right, and so they get that running game going. Because you got to think, Tua played at Alabama. Alabama had one of the best offensive lines. They had 2 wide receivers go first round. So he has some of the best talent in college. So when he comes here, the NFL is totally different. We got these rookie linemen, and Benny, better than anybody. Going against a rookie, they gonna learn. They gonna have to learn.
Oh yeah, look, they're definitely gonna. Defenses are gonna make Tua beat them. They're gonna blitz him every chance they get. So that's why I think Flores will let him know that look, it's okay in the National Football League to throw the ball out of bounds, take 2 yards. Don't take. At Alabama, that boy took a lot of hits trying to make a play. I mean,
holding the ball. That's what got him hurt.
He's got to learn. Just don't do it. Just throw the ball, live another day, and he'll be fine. But we get ready to get up out of here. I'm glad you came on. Now, I was telling Jeff, Kentucky beat Missouri for the last 3 years, right?
Yeah, we've been whooping their butt. Hey, I went up there with him. He even cooked for me and stuff, boy. I went up and watched the game. He was sick. He's been sick the last 2 years, too. Hey, I just want to beat Florida again.
You want to be what?
Florida. You ever?
No. I don't think you guys are gonna beat Florida anytime soon. Florida's got back on.
We beat them last year.
Like I said, you ain't gonna beat them anytime soon. You know what I mean? I know they always say the SEC plays some of the best football that's out there. It's evident by the draft this year. Y'all set
so what happened to UM?
NFL draft record. 56.
What happened to UM? Where are they at now?
Got drafted. That's unheard of. You know,
where is your college at?
Do what?
Your college just faded off the map, didn't it?
Hey, see, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Hey, they letting Duke beat them. They letting a little bit of everybody beat them. I'm like, what happened to the youth?
Hey, for me, it's gonna always be about that U on the side of your helmet, Mark. Don't start that. I tell people all the time. Yeah, the SEC right now.
They
only
don't want
right
to play
now
the SEC.
is playing
They don't want to play the bottom team in the SEC. They better not play. They don't even want to play Vanderbilt right now.
Oh, no, Mark. Come on. Let's be realistic. Who is the team that college football does not want to see be successful again?
Well, hey,
the Miami Hurricanes.
Hey, y'all got all the athletes down here in Miami. If y'all can keep them,
but the problem is we got to keep them here. We can't be letting, guys go off to Florida, Ohio State, Michigan. We got to keep them guys here.
Yeah, I got to be able to keep your own players in the state. That's all you got to do.
Well, I tell you what, then the proceeds from your next Super Bowl event, then we can keep some of them guys here.
Hey, you know I'm trying to send them all to Kentucky every day.
Well, thanks again, Mark, for coming on with me. Benny Blades, your host of the 2-Minute Warning. Guys,
hey,
much success, brother. I'm hosting the show again. Until the next time, peace.
All right, thanks.
You've been listening to the 2-Minute Warning with Benny Blades. We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Tune in again next week for our next episode. You can follow the 2-Minute Warning on Benny Blades' Facebook page and share it with your friends. Mr. Blades, get ready.
Anton Steinhardt, founder of Wines for Humanity, is proud to team with Black Shiraz partner and former NFL star Benny Blades to assist in his Benny Blades 36 Foundation in helping children with special needs. Go to winesforhumanity.com, look for the 20% off wine specials, make your selection, and use the code BB36F20. Please join the team through winesforhumanity.com or call Dana Lisa Torres at 561-445-7066. Thank you.